Welcome to the City of Peoria Planning and Zoning Commission. The Planning and Zoning Commission is composed of volunteer citizens appointed by the City Council. The Commission is the designated hearing body for a range of land use applications, including general plan amendments, rezones, conditional use permits, and amendments to the zoning code. Upon recommendation by the Commission, general plan amendments, rezones, and zoning code amendments proceed forward to the Peoria City Council for final action. For conditional use permits, the Commission will make a final decision subject to appeal. All hearings are conducted in accordance with the rules for procedure requirements to allow an impartial and efficient hearing, and all Commission meetings are open to the public under the Arizona Open Meeting Law. Each case will be called in the order in which it appears on the agenda unless otherwise announced during the meeting. Once called, City staff will give a presentation of the case, followed by a presentation from the applicant if they so desire. After the applicant's presentation, members of the public who have submitted a speaker's request form will be called to speak by the Commission Chair. The applicant may be called to provide additional information, clarification, or a rebuttal. The Commission will discuss the case, may ask additional questions, and take action. Any member of the public wishing to speak must complete a speaker's request form and hand it to the planning assistant at the end of the dais. When speaking, please limit your comments to a maximum of 3 minutes and try not to repeat statements already made by others. We welcome your comments, and as fellow citizens of Peoria, we thank you in advance for your participation.
Welcome, everyone. I'd like to call to order the June 4th, 2026 City of Peoria Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. The time is now 6:02. Clerk, please call roll call.
Yes, Madam Chair Villasenor,
Present.
Vice Chair Gaynor, Secretary Cottrell,
Present.
Commissioner Agia, Commissioner Fighter,
Present.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Present.
Commissioner Moten Powell. We have a quorum.
Thank you. This is the final call for speaker request cards. If you would like to address the commission tonight on any of the items or items not on the agenda, please fill out a speaker request form. They are available at the entrance. Second item on the, are they at the entrance? Yes, okay, thank you. The second item on the agenda is the consent agenda. All items on the consent are considered routine in nature and will be enacted by one motion. Do I have a motion for consent agenda?
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda, please.
Thank you. Commissioner Fighter made a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Hutchinson. Commissioners, please vote.
Consent passes 4-0.
Thank you. Moving on to the regular agenda. Thank you for coming. Have a good night. Moving on to the regular agenda, excuse me, item 4R. Staff, will you please present?
Good evening, Madam Chair and fellow commissioners. I am here to present Sedlet rezoning case Z2527. So an introduction to the project is this is a rezoning request for a single-family residential to intermediate commercial C2. The subject parcel is located at 10487 North 91st Avenue. The applicants are Paul Sedlet and Mary Egger Sedlet, who are also the owners of the property. So, taking a look at the site and surrounding context, starting with the subject site, the current use is in the Sun City Express shuttle service is what's on the site, operating on the western portion of the site. Currently, the lot has split zoning with one half intermediate commercial and the other half single-family residential. The surrounding context is an area in transition and is a mix of small-scale commercial and residential. To the north, we have Phil's Home Maintenance and Circle K. To the east is a vacant parcel. Looking south, we have the Bulwark Exterminating Services and single-family residential. And to the west, there is an auto repair shop and a Home Depot store. So the applicant's proposal is they're seeking to rezone the eastern portion of the site denoted with the green dashed, I'm on the wrong section, I'm sorry. Excuse me. What happened to that? Okay, sorry, there we go. The applicant seeks to rezone the eastern portion of the site denoted with the, green. Oh, it is on there. The green, denoted with the green dashed outline from single-family residential R17 to intermediate commercial C2. The proposed use following the rezone would be to allow the Sun City Express to expand their operations to the eastern half of the property, utilizing the entire site to improve their current operations and best serve their customers. Currently, there are no additional changes proposed for the site. So looking here is the conceptual site plan. On the left-hand side there in a lightly shaded blue is the existing commercial operation, which is zoned intermediate commercial. And then to the right is the area that is zoned single-family residential, shaded in green. That would be the area for the proposed commercial expansion upon granting the rezone request. Currently, the site has two existing one-story buildings, a shed, and an adjacent shade canopy. So taking a look at the property history, the property was annexed in 1960. The split zoning has been in place since the annexation, which included the single-family residential R17 and intermediate commercial C2. The split zoning was due to the initial zoning having to match the Maricopa County zoning designations. So we seek to give it a designation that is most analogous to what it previously had, and that is required by state law. The existing structures on site that we previously talked about were built in 1970 and have remained on site since then. So analysis of the request for the general plan is going to be as with all rezoning applications, the city looks to ensure that the proposed zone will be in alignment with the uses and development character determined by the general plan designation. The land use classification set forth by the general plan is office mixed use. Office mixed use is characterized by administrative, medical, and professional offices, specialty retail, and other neighborhood scale uses. The area currently is a mix of commercial, small-scale businesses, and single-family residential. The physical site constraints such as overall lot size, lot width, and proximity to residential limit the operations to neighborhood-scale commercial operations. The proposed use is consistent with the scale and character of the surrounding context. Looking at the analysis from the zoning perspective, while the request is for C2 zoning, the physical constraints of the site limit the commercial operation intensity to smaller neighborhood scale operations. The request is consistent with the surrounding commercial uses and single-family residential. This rezone will create uniform zoning across the entire parcel, allowing it to be fully utilized to support the local small business of Sun City Express shuttle service. No roadway or utility improvements will be required for the operation as proposed. C2 zoning standards allow for better screening options to the neighborhood residential properties to kind of increase the barrier between residential and commercial. Looking at the public outreach, notices were sent out to property owners within 600 feet and all registered HOAs within 1 mile. The legal ad was published in the newspaper. The site was posted in accordance with city requirements. Looking at the citizen participation, there was a neighborhood meeting held on April 1st at the William Patina Community Center. There were 2 attendees and present. Many of the topics that they wished to discuss were not related to the actual application, but more so the neighborhood at large and other issues that they had seen because they've lived in the community for some time. They did state that they were not in opposition to the rezone itself. They were just more concerned with residential commercial interactions. So our key findings, the proposal does conform to the goals and objectives of the general plan. The rezoning will create uniform commercial zoning across the entire parcel. It's reflective of the development pattern within the immediate area, being small-scale commercial and residential. The operation as proposed will not have any significant impacts on adjacent properties, and the applicant has submitted a signed Proposition 207 waiver. Staff recommendation, there are 4 options: approval as recommended by staff, approval with modifications, denial, or continue action to a date certain or indefinitely. In this case, for item 4R, our staff recommendation is to recommend approval of case Z2527 to the City Council, subject to the conditions of approval in Exhibit 1.
Thank you, Mr. Cook. Commissioners, do you have any questions? No questions? I'm sorry? No?
Is the shuttle service currently using the entire site?
Currently, the center of the operations for the shuttle service is the western portion, although the other portion is there. It has been paved since it's the beginning of, it's been established, it's been fully
But
paved.
it's currently not being used for anything?
From what I understand, no, it's not being essentially utilized for the business. It's just has those existing structures in place, and most of the operations are taking place on that western portion. I'm sure they do traverse back and forth across it because it's connected and there's an exit.
I would assume, because it was annexed by the county, and it probably has to do with that. I'm assuming matching existing zoning when it was
Yes.
annexed in.
Yes, so because of that, that's why the split zoning is there. The western portion would have been designated as commercial by the county due to its proximity to that more busy roadway there. And so that's why that was assigned at the time back in 1960. Since then, there has not been any applications for rezoning or allocation of use.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Cook, appreciate it.
Any other questions? Okay, seeing no more questions, I now open the public hearing. Do we have any speakers? No speakers. Well, if there are no speakers, then I will now close the public hearing. Thank you. If there are no further questions or comments, can I get a motion on item 4R, case Z25-27?
All right. Madam Chair, I will make a motion to approve item 4R, rezone of said let rezone 10487 North 91st Avenue, Z25-27.
Thank you. Commissioner Feider made a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Seconded by Commissioner Hutchinson. Commissioners, please vote.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Thank you. The next agenda item is call to the public on non-agenda items. Are there any requests from the public to comment? No requests. Thank you. Have a good night. If there are none, let's move to our final agenda item, 5R, reports from staff. Staff, please present.
Madam Chair, members of the commission, do want to highlight a couple of things this evening. So items that we had previously scheduled for June 18th did fall off the calendar. So please note our next meeting would be July 16th. So with that, we would invite you to have a happy 4th of July as well. Now, that's the good news. Here's the quirk thrown in here, if you would please. Similar to City Council, we are moving to a different software, and what does that mean? The packets that are presented to Commission are going to more similarly now mimic City Council packet. With that, we have additional technology coming online. And what does that mean? There will be some procedural changes that we'll be implementing for that meeting. If you have been to a commission meeting, please know that the speaker request is handled differently. It's a 2-hour block from 4 to 6. It's opened up. It allows speakers to put their name in advance. It loads onto the system. It does print out to Ms. Christie to provide to chair. So you can do that through the kiosk that is in the lobby. You can do that from your phone. You can be in the comfort of your own home. You could provide comments in there as well. So there's opportunities. So with that, procedurally, we will have a very quick close right after we gavel in to cut off public speaking. So we'll inform folks to get in and get early. Additionally, with that, order of items on the agenda will slightly shift as well. So additional changes, so far so good. Lastly, we're also aligning with council. We're asking no presentations or handouts by the speakers. If they wish to present something to commission, they do need to do it in advance of the meeting. This allows us to have copies available for commission for all to see at that point in time. So just wanted to note a couple of those changes. So we think there's definitely some added bonuses in there. One last item, we will be rolling out a new intro video. We were lamenting the loss of Cody up on the screen, perhaps looking a little bit more refreshed than he, but he is on vacation, so he may come back as refreshed as in that. But we do have Jacob, who has done the new video for us. So if you appreciate that, give him a hard time and thank him. Or if you don't like that, please give him a hard time and thank him at the same time. So that's it in a nutshell. Chris, am I remiss on anything?
No, and with the July 16 meeting in mind, we do have a couple of zoning cases that are trending that way that evening. With the council, their last meeting being on next week, so they will be on break for essentially a month and a half. So these cases that go to July 16th would go to the first meeting in August for council. So that'll be an important night that night, but just know we do have a couple items.
Good. Well, thank you. Seeing no further business, I can call this meeting adjourned. The time is 6:18. Good meeting.